So this is our recording for Evernote Training. So this is kind of where you can put your life in one place. I've been dying for something like this, so I've been using the CRAP out of it the past probably 3 weeks. I've had it for longer, but I've been really putting it into place. So and what I love is their tagline is remember everything. So it is like your one-stop shop. It's basically, I think I can combine it as like Microsoft Word, but combined with taking notes, but you don't have to worry about saving anything. It automatically saves for you and you always have access to it. So, and it's never going to crash because it's all in the cloud, whatever that means. So you don't have to have the paid version. I do not have the paid version. You can just download this really easily from Evernote.com. It's not in the App Store for the computer. A lot of people have asked that. And you can also download it to your phone, to your tablet, whatever you have. So whatever you carry with you all the time, download it on there because it's so much easier than trying to remember your notebook, which I love. I love my notebook, but I love being able to put everything into Evernote as well. So the only thing is if you are the type of person who loves images or wants to upload videos, the free part is not going to be so fine for you because you can only upload about 60 megabytes per month. Which also includes your notes that you create. So keep that in mind. So when you're in the Evernote, you want to first be able to create notebooks that you can put notes into. There are so many different ways, and I'll show you in a second on what you can do with your notebooks. But I first started utilizing it when I started creating a way to track my prospects. And for 6 years, I haven't stuck to anything. You know, I have notebooks all over. I have index cards, which have been great. But this has been a really nice way to streamline the process. So I keep in, thank you, Ashley Dwyer, who showed me stacks today. I can put notebooks together. So I have my customer prospects and my team prospects in one notebook. I'll show you in a second. I've also found that I'm kind of liking the idea of adding notebooks with T30 friendly foods because a lot of people are so freaked out by that with the gluten-free and dairy-free. And I also love to have, I've noticed that I've been slacking on my 10-day shred. So being able to put a 10-day shred checklist in that I can just click on these little check boxes, they're wonderful. And it also will help me organize myself and stay on top of Facebook events where people are especially hosting for me because I'm really terrible about staying on top of that. So that's stuff that's worked for me. I also love to have a note section where I take notes when we have guest speakers. We were just on one with Peggy Rivera's team and I was able to take notes in that. Also any events that I attend, so Hello Conference that's coming up and books that I read. So that has been really cool too. I also want Pam to show us in a second her bullet journaling way she does it, but I use it also as a way to just track my daily tasks, which is really awesome. And then our team is in an entire stack. So that has been huge. It has allowed me to, our team has a Google Drive. I don't know about Team Trigger, but our team has a Google Drive where every single team member has a tracker, whether they're tracking towards DD, VF, another promotion, or if they're tracking towards getting customer qualified or team qualified, they all have a tracker in our Google Drive, and it can be a real pain to remember where it's at. So what I've been doing is I've been putting the link in our team's, each team member's notebook, and they're able to have that with them all the time. So we also put their goals in where we can see if, let's say they're going for the healthy living plan, we can put in that they need 500 in volume, 3 households, and then their deadlines. So we can put that in. So that's visually there for them every time they check into that. And it's also a great way for us to start them with a memory jogger. And Ashley, if you don't mind, I would love it if you could share your, what you've been doing with Melissa in here. So Ashley's going to show you, this is what Ashley's looks like. Anything that has a white strip across it is a stack. So she put notebooks inside notebooks, and you can kind of see that's what she's looking at right there. And bear with Ashley because Ashley doesn't have a voice, so we're going to have her not communicate very much. So we're looking at Melissa because Melissa has been amazing as far as this goes. So what Ashley's done is she's talked to Melissa about her short-term goals and her long-term goals. And then as I talked about, Melissa's going towards the healthy living plan. Now, Melissa just started, so you can see that she has 422.75 points to go, but she does have her one household, so she's working towards it. And then you see the magic of check mark boxes. To me, it's like vacuuming and seeing the lines. It feels really productive when you're able to check one of those things off. And they're also fun to make. So we also wanted to make sure that Melissa was able to look through our new rep handbook that Pam Alvarado put together, so that she can go through, and as she reads through the book, she's able to check off what she's done, creating her websites, enrolling in direct deposit, downloading Voxer and all that kind of stuff. And then it shows that in this business, you have to depend on your upline at first. Otherwise, it's just not going to take you very far. So it shows what our expectation is, what you're going to do with your upline when you get started. And then we always say readers are leaders. So we have professional development with the mission-driven model. The link is right in there. And Ashley, can I actually show you how to do a hyperlink in there? Because the hyperlinks have become my best friend. So highlight mission-driven model, and then, because you're on a Mac, I want you, you can do link. Go down to link and hit add. Shortcuts are Apple K, which I love, and then you just type in, actually just put in missiondrivenmodel.info. Whatever the website is, and then hit OK. And then boom, it's hyperlinked. So she doesn't have to put that link in anymore. All Melissa has to do is click on that, and that's always there. And then we always talk about reading Go for No right away and GoPro. We also have links that we love. Everybody loves Campbell Team. We have the GoPro All Access Team Trigger. If you don't know what this is, you will soon, because I'm going to totally let you hijack my account. And then the YouTube pages, which are fantastic to have. And then Ashley's gone in and given Melissa verbiage so that if Ashley's not available and one of us is not available, she already has the foundation in place. And then for the product and for the business, and then the memory jogger below. So on the left-hand side, Melissa has started putting in people for her memory jogger. And then she has a conversation with Ashley based upon who these people are, and Ashley's able to give her the videos that she should have them watch when she says, if I sent you a video, would you watch it? So we're able to follow up there. Now, eventually we want Melissa to create her own note in here, which is just like another one of these little boxes on the left-hand side where she'll be able to track her prospects. But at first, this is something that we want to be able to not let go of the reins yet as her upline to make sure she is covered. And you can see she's doing a really good job creating a list of people to go from. So that is what a note inside a notebook looks like. So Ashley, will you go back to your notebooks just so people can have a better idea? Actually, you know what? Don't do that yet. I want to be able to set an alarm too. So one thing that's great is we always say the fortune is in the follow-up. So do you see that little alarm clock on the, kind of in the, yep, right there? You can set it so that it will notify you when you need to follow up. I especially love to create these notifications in my prospect, customer prospect and business prospect note. That way I can go back and remember to do that, because you want to give yourself a day or two for them to look at the information, but also to follow up so that you're not dropping them. So that has been a really nice feature. Ashley, can I also have you just go in and show everyone how you created the, go in with a new one. So this is we'll put in, this is Ashley's future team member. So you always put the name at the top. Future NMD. No, you're totally good. So what she does after that is she sets up the goal there, and she creates those handy little boxes. So they have the HLP, and this can be something that you can copy and paste from another note. You can also utilize the bullets. So it just kind of depends on what you find works best for you. So pretty easy to set up if you want to do boxes and, hey, Ashley, set up your memory jogger list, how you did that with Melissa. So then you get to pick how many different types of rows and columns you have. Perfect. Pretty easy, right? Okay, yeah, go back to your notebooks now. And that's how it'll appear. So it's always best. And oh, could you just do a new notebook just so we can see how you can drag and drop and create a stack? So this is perfect. So if Ashley wants to make this private, she can always share it later, but she can drag it into the job she hates. That's perfect. Now she has two notebooks. So let's say she wants to have Jeremy included on that so he can work on this with her. Can you show them how you would share with him? Perfect. Pretty easy. And you can put in a message if you want, or you can just send it to him. And then you can pop up and see that there's recent chats. So on the left-hand side now, underneath notebooks, you'll see that Jeremy has been added under recent chats. So if you want to utilize that chat feature, you can, which is kind of nice. So what else? All right, Ash, you can stop sharing for a second. Thank you. Okay, everybody doing good so far? Okay. So let me go back to my notes and see what I'm missing to tell you guys about. The check marks are great for your groups and for your reps, especially for your reps, because a lot of times we take some time off and we don't know where to begin again, right? So it's awesome to have your upline go in and be the one who sees the outsider perspective, and they know that you can take a single small step and that can create a lot of energy. So they can go in there and help you create some challenges for yourself. You can utilize the attachments in there, but again, be aware of the megabyte size. And there's also an opportunity in there. There's a little microphone and you can create audio notes. I found that those are best if you're on the go and you thought of something and you want to add to it real quick and you don't have time to talk, but you could figure out other ways to do it. I talked about the clocks. I talked about the hyperlinks. Oh, there's tagging. So if you want to utilize tagging, I haven't been great about it, but I know that it allows you to search through Evernote, and everyone develops a different type of system in their Evernote. So being able to tag things is really good. So maybe you want to tag people as far as the position. Maybe you want to do a VF call and it will list everyone that's a VF in there. Of course, you can use an organizational chart for that too, but it's good. My favorite part is the collaborative part. I love being able to have a group of people in one notebook and it shows up across everyone's Evernote. I think that is awesome. So Cam, do you mind showing us a little bit about what you do with bullet journaling? Are you cool with that?
Yeah, let me see if I can share on my phone though. Is that possible?
It might be. If not, can you just tell us how you utilize it?
Yeah.
Didn't tell Pam she was going to be doing this, you guys. So.
Okay. Yeah, so I have a Bujo notebook, and then inside my notebook I have a note for the current week, and I break it down Monday through Sunday with the date, and then I plug in all my appointments. I plug in all of the events that I want to do, basically make it like a to-do list that's never going to go away. So I can always see what I did during that week. And then I can go back and track and say, okay, I did this activity during this month. What did I see from that? And what, maybe I had like a slow month and then I'm like, oh, well, that's why. That's why nothing's happening right now. I use the check marks a lot in there. What else? Oh, the tags. I know you started to mention that, but sorry. You can also tag, like if you save notes from different Zooms or different presentations and there's something about soy in there, like you can tag soy, and then you can go and search all of your notes that have the word soy in it, and then that way you can, use that. That's another way of tracking.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that's my Bujo thing.
Thank you. So that kind of like sums it up, you guys. Oh, you know what? It doesn't, because I want you to hear from Melissa, actually, if you don't mind, Melissa, since Melissa is the one that allowed us to utilize and show that notebook that Ashley created for her. Melissa's brand new to the team, as I mentioned. So I would love for you guys to hear from a new rep and how she's utilizing this, because she knows nothing else. It's kind of beautiful.
Yeah, I've been it's been a week. Last Monday, I joined under Ashley, and she set me up with Evernote, and it's great because I told her, I said the biggest lie I tell myself is I don't need to write it down because I'll remember. So I know not to rely on myself. So this Evernote has been great. And it did get me thinking, like, because to me, I was like, oh, I don't have many friends. But then I started thinking of all the people I know. I was like, oh, maybe I do. But it's great because having Ashley add the videos, because I'm still discovering everything, really helped me. And so that way I can just copy and paste and then email them, like, my verbiage and the link to the video. And it gives them information without me, like, as I said, like vomiting on them with all this information. I was just telling Christy last night, how do I not like flood people with information? I'm so excited about it. There's so much to know. So I was thinking about it today, and it helps me. I have the verbiage, I have the link to my video, and I know who goes with who. This video goes with this person because this person has maybe health problems. This person maybe just works out and wants to get buff. Like, so it matches and I can just plug in their name, the verbiage, and it's made it so easy. And then now seeing my goals written down, seeing them like that, it's a reminder. It's a reminder of what I need to do, and having the checklist really helps also. So it helps me keep track of what I've done and what I need to do still.
That is awesome. I didn't even think about that, the reminder of what your goal is. Thank you. So does anyone have any questions for Melissa, for Ashley, for Pam, for myself, or do we have some like closet Evernote users in here that know more than we do? Do you guys feel like this could be a good system for you?
Yeah, this sounds awesome to me. I've never used anything like it, so super cool.
Awesome. Sarah?
My question is do you find it easy to track by vertical, by like products? So like, let's say you have a prospect list for Tower Gardens, right? So do you make one binder that, and then all your verbiage goes in that, and then you do for each, and then based on each person, do you create your own binder?
So
for your
person,
prospects?
so let me show you what, and mine is just the very beginning of this. Where is it? Hold on just a second. I lost my share screen picture. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is mine. This is my stacks. So I have a couple stacks, and then I have my customer prospects in here, but I also have my business prospects. So I have them separated in customer versus business, and I really am just starting this. So, okay, so for Jackie, for example, it shows, you know, what she told me in a Facebook event, like, or a Facebook message, like she saw a post about Juice Plus and she is looking forward to learning more. So I should check these off. I sent her Bridge the Gap. I sent her a 10-day shred video and my before and after photo. And I followed up with her on the 24th and I haven't heard from her. So, so that's kind of where I have with her. So, but also, I don't use tags for her yet, but I should, you know, I should use tags based upon the goals that they have. Does that make sense to you? Then I also show that with Molly, I just talked to her. So yeah, there's a notebook for customers, a notebook for prospects, or prospects for customers, prospects for a team. And inside I use separate notes. Now that doesn't mean that that is the perfect way to do it. So far, that's what has worked for me. I have been utilizing this more to organize my team. so that I can give, basically people I think are really looking for what to do. And it's really hard when you're in the situation you just don't know what to do. You don't see the forest through the trees. So as an upline, you're able to do that. So
That's helpful. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
Hey, can you jump over to that tag thing again? I'm not tracking that.
The tags.
Yeah.
So, okay, I started the tags. I think it was on Will's team. Hold on. Let me find Will. Will. I started and then failed miserably. But so I did the tag for the coaching calls. I put his name and I put in Will's team, which I think Will's team is probably not helpful at all. What I could do is put VF, since he's a VF right now. So looking at the tracker, Will also likes to be called the Emperor instead of VF. So just that Emperor part is temporary for him. So basically we have a tracker for anyone who's getting promoted to DD or to VF. But also now that he's a VF, we want to track him towards being qualified. So I have the 2 links in here for him to refer to all the time, especially because his team is still listed in this link as well. So I'm really not answering your question about tags at all, but I am expanding on tracking my team.
Oh yeah. So like, what are they good for? Like, I mean, how does that help?
They're searching. They're good for searching. So like Pam talked about, so let's say Dr. Mitra Ray did an event for us on Zoom and we took notes and she talked about soy. So you could utilize the tags to do an overview of the big concept she talked about if you never need to refer back to it.
Okay, awesome. All right. And then and then I see so how do you search for the tag then? Because I'm looking on mine right now, so I don't have anything tagged, so that's not going to help, but do you
I think you just search notes.
Oh, search notes at the very top. Okay. And then
Yeah, VF. So I put in VF and it takes me back to Will.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I really like that idea.
Let me know how you use
whenever I get really fluid in this.
Yes. I'm underutilizing that opportunity right now. So if you have a suggestion. This is seriously, you guys, I'm not a pro at this at all. At some point down the road, I envision a way better training on this, but you got to start somewhere, right? And I think from what I hear, every team that is incredibly successful has a system. And I think this is a great system for you to be able to track everything all in one place. Any other questions? Ideas?
So, Christy, do you envision that we'll all have kind of like a core overview note that we all share as a team, that Team PCS, this is like our basic model of what we tell all of our reps, and then we adjust it to the rep? Or do you expect us all to go in and be like, okay, so first day we're going to talk to them about whatever?
No, what we're going to do is we have a foundation. So we have a new reps list. And basically what you can do is you can copy that, or we can share it. You can copy it and paste it, but then you do start to cater towards that rep. You really do. So you want to make sure that they have the foundational things taken care of. You want to make sure that they have their short-term goal and their long-term goal, because we want people to realize that you can dream again with this business. So you want to be able to talk to them about those things. And like Melissa said, that's a really great reminder what her goals are. And then be able to put in your promotion goal and the requirements for that. And then you start with the memory jogger, but also giving them tools that they have access to right away. The way I look at it at first is that is your one-stop shop for information. You have our new distributor packet, but that could be used in conjunction with checking things off as you go through that packet. So it's a way to track what you finished, but it's also a way to remember where all of the tools are. Because you're one of the most highly researched people in our team. You know that there's Team Campbell. You know that there's a bunch of YouTube pages. You know there are a huge variety. So being able to show all in one place where they can just easily click on it is a really good place to start. You know, so they can also utilize that as a notebook to create a playlist of, you know, all of the tools that they use, the videos that they use. Even though they have a great alphabetized list in the Team Campbell site, your prospects are going to be different than anyone else's. So being able to find a way to search for things and be able to copy and paste at the click of a button will be ideal.
So you can take a note from this, copy it, and paste it into a Facebook instant message?
Yeah. This Evernote works on, I swear, every single platform you can imagine. It is universal. I mean, our scanner is set up to be connected to Evernote. I didn't even know that until today.
I've never even heard of it. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we have pins that if we write on a certain notebook, it will send all of our notes to Evernote. It's crazy. Ashley?
So for me, it's combined like a lot of my physical notebooks, but then also my notes section in my iPhone. So it's combined all of those and allows you to collaborate with your teammates so you don't have things spread out in 5 different places and locations. And like the sticky note function on your MacBook too, all of that is in one spot.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you. I know that was a lot of effort for poor Ashley right now. But Ashley's really, we talked about this a couple days ago, and she's just with this. So my go-to girls are Ashley and Pam Alvarado for this stuff.
So, Christy, were you saying that this has replaced your Google Docs? Like you use this only, or you use them both?
I use them both. I
Okay.
use them both because I love being able to predict the month out, and that's with our trackers.
Okay.
Yep. So we use our trackers to look at our our preferred customer genealogy report. We fill it in monthly to see how close we are to qualifying, and then we basically do the math. So if you're, 200 points away, we divide that by 42 based on trio orders, and then we say, okay, based upon this, you need this many orders to get to qualification. So, but a lot of times, we have it in our team Google Drive, and it's helpful. It has a lot of tools in there for our team to access. But a lot of times you forget where your tracker is, so it's easy for them to just have that link. They don't have to save it in a bookmark anymore. I mean, you literally can take your bookmarks and put it into Evernote now. You know how many people have like hundreds of bookmarks, but you can't really organize them too much. This will allow you to do that too. So yes, I'm going too far off, but we use Evernote and Drive together.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay. I'm going to turn off the recording. Amy